So you weren't held hostage?
No. No, I've never talked to an agent. I've never talked to a rep. I've never talked to a financial advisor. That's how I do it.
Your quarterback, Luke Altmyer, who has consistently gotten better year after year after year. And now he's one of the top returning quarterbacks in the entire nation, reported to have gotten some really nice NIL offers. And he was like, nah, I'm staying here with Coach B.
Luke is who he is, right? First, mom and dad raised an incredible kid. Luke's dad is actually a team doc for Mississippi State, so he kind of actually had been around college football for a long time. He knew what he was looking for. He came from a place where he didn't really find what he was looking for, right? And I don't care really where they come from. I always tell our kids when we get transferred, I don't care where you've been, I just worry about where you're going, right? He saw some things in this building that attracted him to come here, and since he's been here, I think he knows those to be reality. There's nobody that's a better recruiter than him. When he got done with last year's season, we sat down and had conversations, right? And not one time was it about the money. Not one time was about what are you going to do for me. It was literally about, all right, we're losing some good receivers. What are we going to do? He's being coached by two guys, Barry Lundy and Art Sikowski, that he wanted to make sure they were coming back to be with him. And I thought really at that moment, I'm like, okay, I got an NFL player here that's in college because he understands his success is driven by the people around him. And when you get kids that think about that, that's probably when you truly win a game.
So you weren't held hostage?
No. No, I've never talked to an agent. I've never talked to a rep. I've never talked to a financial advisor. That's how I do it. I think a lot of other places do it a little bit differently, but I deal with our players. I tell them what they're going to get, what their expectations are. I might be one of the only head coaches in the country. We have 2 meetings every year where I sit down with every player on our roster at the end of the season, at the end of the spring, and I want them to know where I think they're at and where I think they can go, but also they tell me, right? Like, you know, conversations are great, but the great communicators, they hear just as well as they speak, right? And I think that's a big part of our building.